Okay, so we are now in a position where the board is in, it's got all the upgraded parts in. I'm going through the test procedure just to make sure everything is good. So the first thing you need to do is you put your tubes in, and then you take out this connector, CN4. So you pull those out there, make sure they're not touching anything. That's fine. You put your power cord in, like so. There's no inputs, there's no speakers connected, and then you just switch her on, like that. You're going to see a light go on there, so you know things are going on. But what you're doing here is testing to see that the valves are getting heat, they're actually warming up. But we're going to have to turn the lights down low, so you can actually see. So yeah, bear with, it's going to get dark. And then this one. Oh. So you can see, I can see the orange light in the middle of the KT120s. I can see from this angle that's heating up, and that's heating up. Brilliant. So that's all good. So the next process is turn it off, and we put the lights back on. Is it that one? It's that one. Okay, so now we're going to put some music in through her. So connecting up some speakers at the back. There's 4 ohm and 8 ohm here. I'm going to put into the 8 ohm. Like so. And then we're using the HiFi digital to audio converter there that feeds off a USB. Not a USB. Yes, it is a USB. Right, so we've got some music going in, and now we've got this connected up again. So the CM4, you've got to connect that up. So this is a quick check. And we should just hear some music. Was that you? What's that? So it's music, it's working. Right, so now we know it's kind of working on that level. So turn it down. We're now going to go through the bias. So before you do anything, all the biases should be turned down here, like this. You can't see the labelling, but if you look at the front panel here, so turn A fully to low, which I've done. And it says wait for 5-6 minutes, but you know they're going to have warmed up. So I'm basically going to turn the bias to just A, which is that one, and I'm going to turn it so you see where it's the top range, there's a green slot with 50. So I'm going to turn it until the needle gets into that groove. So probably about midway. Is that about right, Johnny? I can't really see from this angle. About halfway. Cool. So now that's one bias. Bias B, which is turn low. It's a DC balance. I'm going to press this button, and then I'm going to turn this until we get it in the bottom level in the green box. It's about there. Yeah. So you might want to readjust every now and then. You can see it's kind of dropped a bit, so we can turn it up a bit there. You can always, when you turn the amp on, you're always going to see the top bias is connected up and it's showing, so it needs to be midway in the green, I'd say. So that's all the bias set up, so I'm happy with that. Cool. So there's quite a few test points you've got to do. So we know it's kind of playing music, we've set the bias up, we're all happy with that. So we're going to have the ground point is here. So connect up to the ground point. There, whatever you do, don't touch anything inside, it's on. You'll get a shock. And then we just go round the test points. Now the first lot of test points are DC voltage. So, and then there's a range. The first one, test point 1, is a low voltage. But it's kind of, you've got to find where the test points are. So trust me when I am touching the right point. So this is point 1. Cool, that's 2.8 volts, which is great, within range. Point 2 should be 130 volt. Oops, I have to increase the range, 130 volt. Yep, that's 130.5, wicked. Point 3 is around there. You will get some blips and blops coming through your speaker, as that is. 126, you can always put a resistor as your load. You always have to have a load connected to an output valve amp when it's on. So that's 126, that's fine. Point 4. Point 4 is over here. So on the board, you're going to have quite small arrowed, rectangle shaped with a number in the middle of it. So point 4 is 82, that's fine. Point 5, you're always going to get a bit of variation. Point 5 is 95. Yeah, that's 95, that's great. Point 5, point 6, I'm going to put the range up, it goes up to 245. That's point 6. That's 255, brilliant. Well, it's a bit up, but who cares? I think that'd be fine. It's not that far off, is it? And then 7, 8, 9, 10, all minus 52. So it depends on what valve. So standard voltages, they're KT88, so I'm going to go with that one. So 7 is there. Yeah, that's cool. 8 is there. Yeah, that's cool. 9 is there. That's cool. 10 is there. That's great. It's 53. Not a problem. And then we're now going down to a low voltage. So I'm putting it to the range of 2. Right, so we're on 11 now. 11 is 0.2. Yeah, cool. 12 is 0.2. Cool. 13 is 400, so we're going to go up to 1000 volt range. 445 for 13. Thirteen is here. Yep. 14 is there. Yep. 14 is the same, 445. 15 is 440. Right, we'll come back to 15. I'm going to find it in a minute. So 16 is 440, which is a pin there. Cool, that's fine. 17 is minus 120. Cool. 18 is 5. Cool. 19 is 340. Where's 19? It's warming my face. There it is. 19 is 350, yes. It says 340, that's fine. 20 is 450 volt. That's 460, that's fine. You're going to get variation. So far, the AC mains coming into this place is high. The overall voltages are going to be high. Valve operation characteristics going to make things a bit different. So I'd say 10% tolerance of this. So done 20. 21. Was I looking for 15 earlier? Mm-hmm. I found it. Cool. 15 is 453. So 21, back to 21 again. Well, let's do 23 because we can find 23. 23 should be 5 volts. Yeah. And then 24. God, that was, I couldn't find 24 earlier.
That was by a valve.
Was that?
Yeah. Something by that one, I think.
Yeah. Sorry. 24 is, yeah, that's great. So it was 21 we couldn't find, wasn't it? 21 and 22. Aha, 21. So 21 is by the fuse here. So, fudge. So there, 384 should be 470. And 22, is that the other side of the fuse? Yeah, it's the other side of the fuse. There. It's going to be the same, obviously. Yeah, that's great. I so nearly touched something. Right, okay, so that's all the DC checks. Now we're going to do, there's AC checks. Now, to measure AC, got to turn the meters to AC. 25, measurement is 6.3. So 25 is around here. So you're basically shoving your probes down the connectors. Yeah, 6.56, fine. And then turn the range up. 65 is for 26. Yeah, 66.3, that's fine. And then 27 is your big old HT AC going in, which are those two. Oops, I've got to change the adjustment. So when you say like now I'm on AC, if I touch that, I get a shock. So just be careful, yeah? There you go, 366. Cool, so I've now got the probe stuck. There we go, cool. Right, so it's all checked, so let's turn it off and then we're gonna play some tunes. Okay, so we've now done the full test on the upgraded TU-8888. All working really well, we've tested all the voltages. So all that remains is to show you that it's working and sounding really quite good. We're going to play some sweet, sweet jazz. Until next time. See you later.
Just before I sign off, I want to say a big thank you for watching our videos. Like and subscribe and follow us on all the social network platforms. See you later.